Welcome back to some more open XCOM Warhammer 40k with the additional Rosigma mod, and we are currently in a little bit of a hard situation. I think I am going to do a little fallback with our troops in here. Hide them where we can. And we shall see if they will, as I hope, come to us. You can't run all the way back, but we're just gonna have to do what we can in here.
Demons and heretics will fall before us.
I would prefer if we were able to have some Overwatch, some more of it, but we came here one person short, and we have also unfortunately already lost one of our soldiers. We do have some Overwatch from here, but maybe let's move you one to the side so the judge is not in your way if you were to shoot someone. Do we have anyone left? We have the assassin, and that's about it, it seems like.
Somebody call for an exterminator.
I could use a support servitor as a meat and metal shield, or maybe no, that's way too far for you. I don't think that I should be moving her from here, because there's enemies on both sides, so it might be a bit deadly for her. That's another guy down. I was hoping that behind that wall, if he were kneeling, then it would be good enough to protect him. But unfortunately, that is not true. You can see them. That's probably why, because they were able to go right up to him and perform the good old deadly injection.
Demons and heretics will fall before us.
You can kneel and do an auto shot. A little bit risky with this angle. And how wide the shots are going. And unfortunately we didn't get much. And that was a dodge, and now they are down. So I hope that the assassin can take this guy back for healing safely. And the servitor on top of them apply treatment, and they are up. However, they have only 15 HP left. So let's do the meat and metal shield strategy again to hopefully save him from any more harm. Oh yeah, she was shooting already. She won't be much help.
I am ever vigilant.
On standby.
Is still busy, which I think the stimulant is for. Yeah, they are no longer dizzy. I think they've gotten at least a little bit of energy. I'm not sure what the painkiller is for, but we can use that one as well. Move the servitor up. Maybe actually here. Not sure if any of those is better
Suffer not the witch to live.
than the other side. Maybe you can hold Overwatch. And the judge maybe can hold this angle. Do we have anyone else left? This stormtrooper can move up a little bit more.
Prepare yourself.
The assassin is out in the open. Unfortunately, we have this guy guarding here, and we have another one. Maybe he should be guarding this angle instead. And that's all of them. I guess the priest can move up. And Neil. One servitor is down. We've got some movement up close, but they were dealt with. And another one died from a grenade launcher, it seems like. And we have a Sister Medicae fairly up close. That's a good shot, but not good enough, for they have a pretty good armor. And that was a no good at all. I think he could try to get a few shots off, at least dodged, but I don't know, maybe it's like counts as multiple bullets or something. So yeah, that guy that was wounded before died, and 2 servitors along with him due to a grenade launcher shot. Nothing this time, and I think we might want to try to move this one back. A good snapshot from you. Let's get you back as well. And let's maybe try to get the assassin closer. We have a pure strain Genestealer. She might be able to get 2 attacks off, but maybe let's try and do... He is in the dark. How about a crack grenade? You can just barely do it. That did something. She needs 19, so that's 38 for 2. Let's just risk it and hope. What happened here? Does he have like a vomit attack or something? Or was that a trap? I think he might have had some sort of close range attack, which has put her down. Oh, maybe that was the Weber shot from that other guy who's hiding somewhere in here. So yeah, that's our assassin, or that was our assassin, I should say. How far can you go? You need 23. So you are pretty good, but then again, it might be shot in there. Even though there isn't any light or anything, they still have vision somehow, apparently. You could do 46-42. So I suppose you should kneel. And I think we're going to risk a snapshot. Nope. That's a fairly bad situation. I think it's fair to describe it as such that we are in. And now also these guys are bunched up maybe a little bit too much. So you go back. Maybe even hide just in here. Okay, I think we just are going to have to go to the next turn and see how are we going to be dealing with the consequences of our actions. How about you? You could inspire, but I think this is a very low range. You need 42. So I'm not sure if there is any chance for you to actually... because he's kneeling already.
Our faith makes us strong.
So yeah, that's not going to happen. So just wait as you are. You know, can you bless someone? But I don't think that's going to be of any help. These looked like unconscious, but still technically alive. But we cannot see them anymore, which is quite unnerving, I must say. Maybe the sister can see. No. You can see the riot enforcer. That's a new opponent, and a heavy enforcer, and we have another Genestealer in here, which we can try to snipe. That was a dodge. You need 42, so if you cannot see him, you're going to be doing a snapshot. That was a hit, but not very effective. So it looks like it's going to have to be... Or we could wait until he comes for us. Let's do some standard shots, but leave some for Overwatch. And maybe... Are you kneeling? No, but you can kneel. And now you should be able to do an auto shot over their heads. And that was a single hit, which was dodged. So again, not very successful. Do you have a light? You do. If you were to throw it somewhere out there, now we can see, in fact, that the Genestealer is very stealthy, it seems like. View to the side. And let's pray that our sister has some good shots. Nope.
Somebody call for an exterminator.
Basically,
Onward,
like
brothers.
a single shot landed, but it was dodged. So again, not very good. Now that was good shooting. How about this guy? Yeah, that's not so good. Can you maybe just... You move aside and you hide inside the Valkyrie for now. Maybe I shouldn't have kneeled, but too late now. And where is the another? Ah, that's just this guy that we saw earlier. Yeah, I don't think that he will be able to carry this one. And 17th throw. So that's not helpful at all, and we don't have our servitors here, only the one out there. I think the officer... no. This guy has a medkit. But they won't be able to help the assassin, so we're just going to have to run back and hope for the best. Let's keep the servitor very close.
Of course I'll help.
You cannot do anything. I think we are all much spent. There is one guy here, the priest, who can see this one, but they are way too far for his light bolt pistol, and that's about everyone. I guess you can unkneel. No, you can't. You need like 8, I think, to stand up. We did get a few reaction shots, and thankfully the Genestealer, I'm not sure, maybe he didn't quite see us well in the... thanks to the grenade, the smoke screen.
They will never see me.
Maybe 2 snapshots. Nothing. That's not so great.
No foe stand.
You move out. That was another grenade. I think there must be someone around here. The assassin is still alive. And I think we need 8 to put her down. And you do have a medkit as well. So that's good at least. So let's maybe put her somewhere in here. And let's move as far away as we can. Friend on the ground, that's correct. Apply treatment. And move aside. And now the sister. He is still bleeding. Now she is just unconscious. So it looks like there is still a small chance that we will be able to save our assassin. Although she will be probably out of it for quite a long time anyway. In 27, so you can kneel and just go wild. Go wild. So many shots. Yeah, finally. They were mostly dodged, but then in the end finally managed to land a good one. I think we have the hunker down. I hope maybe we can change it to Blitzkrieg next. So I think We just might have to go rushing in and find the grenade launcher enemy, whoever they might be. And I think the officer is still available. Maybe just move out a little bit, kneel and offer some reaction shots, hopefully, if anyone comes into view. And the same for the sister. Here we have spent all of our time units on that one Genestealer. It looked like maybe one of these grenades landed. No. Or maybe it did, but does the officer have a personal shield? I don't think so, because they don't have like the blue sheen. How are your chances here? Okay, and hide inside since you are getting shot at. You should be able to do an aim shot. Maybe, I'm not sure if I should have kneeled, because there's that small wall on the way. So yeah, hopefully we can put the assassin somewhere in there. Okay, now, can the judge rush in? They kinda can, maybe here first. And then later on we shall see if they can go find a better position. You can actually see that guy, but now the judge is in the way, so probably should have done this guy first. Maybe judge moves one to the side and kneels. Now there's a little less chance that you will hit him. It looks like we have landed a single shot, and the enforcer does have some wounds. You need 27. So that's it for you, and the support servitor move around here. The priest. How are your snapshots? Yeah, the bolt pistol, the light bolt pistol even has not as such a long range as the other weapons that we are employing. I'm not sure. How are we counting ammo for an enemies? Are we, or are they like cheating and have infinite ammo? Throw it on the ground so you don't lose too many time units. Zero landed. Do you have a reload? You do not have a reload. So you will have to run inside. You can only see this guy in here. And took him out. That was some good shooting. And now let's see if we can deal with this guy as well. The chance is very low. And we didn't land the shots, unfortunately, this time. Now, can I find where the equipment is? Because there should be equipment on the floor in here. That's twin heavy bolter, so that's like for the Valkyrie itself. I think that's the one for our sister's bolter. So he can help here and drop it off for her next turn. And now we have some more people to move around in here. Specifically the judge.
Moving now.
Who did you spot? An armed penitent, but fairly far away in the back. And Neil, although as we said earlier, that uses up more of the movement points, but makes him a less vulnerable target, a bit harder to spot and to hit. No line of fire there, unfortunately, but maybe we can just hold you here so that if he comes our way, then we might just be able to do some good reaction fire. We are certainly feeling the lack of soldiers, as some of them fell. We have only one assassin unconscious, and we were already one short from the get-go. Hopefully soon our research will go through and we should get at least a few veteran guardsmen. Can you throw it just under her feet and reload? And that's burst fire for you. Nope. And some snapshots from you. That's a hit, it looks like. But still standing. Does he have like the big shield? Yeah, he does. And probably a fairly okay armor on top of that. But we might have a very good solution. I should have started with the officer. No, still nothing. There is a small chance that he's just going to bleed out before he can make his way towards us. But I wouldn't exactly count on that. And again, we can technically see someone, but in here a scribe. Can you throw a grenade down there? Yes, you can, but not sure if we are going to have a good angle over these crafts, and we did. We can, I suppose, move up a little bit more and maybe shed some more light on the situation with these vehicles. Well, now there's smoke from that frag grenade, which is not helping us exactly. You don't have anything to throw there. And you can also see the enforcer back there. Can you finish him off? 97%. And yes, he can. Honestly, I'm not sure how dangerous that enforcer was since he only had like a melee weapon and probably not that many time units, considering he probably was wearing some probably heavy armor and the shield as well. And we have officer down. And he died. That's very unfortunate. So now we don't have access to the commands. Some hits, some dodges, ultimately they went down finally. But we are still getting the grenades from somewhere in there. You can go through here. You can't really move. And I'm not sure how are we getting those grenades sent onto our heads. Is there someone somewhere in there who has sight of us, or is this not a requirement for our opponents and they just know where we are? I feel like I should be moving you up, making some more decisive moves. And also spreading these guys around more. We still have the officer of Inquisition, who has a lot of time units and can charge in. We see a Sister Medicae.
Pledged to the Emperor's creed.
We shall purify
So
the land.
definitely she is not the source. We would have to reload. And Neil as well. Maybe move the sister up a little bit as well. 26. Let's say up there. And let's kneel. Anyone left? I do not think so.
I embody the Emperor's
That sister might move towards our judge and be very annoying.
Our faith makes us strong.
You need 27. I'll take this way. And that's all of us. And she indeed is moving out, dodged. And this guy got corrupted. And there's... And here we have our Grenadier, a Saboteur. That's why we were not able to see them. The standard one. Or should she just be... Or he, the judge,
I'm here.
running back to be healed.
Ghost reporting.
You do not have any grenades. Can we spot them from here? Yes, we can. So I think up to here, and then you would only be able to heal them once. But that's still better than nothing. So definitely the most deadly mission. Corruption only partially treated. Heavy contamination still present, but we do not have any more time units for any additional treatment. How about if you were to lose your weapon and run up to him? You can do one heal as well, but still heavily contaminated.
Strike them down with all your might!
That's one down. And unfortunately, for now only the one. You have not as good of an eyesight as the officer, it seems like, or maybe they have some augments, or maybe their armor has some
Swift death.
special system to help. That's another one down, but there is still the armed penitent. That is unfortunate.
The warriors of the Inquisition are yours to command.
If that were the last person, the mission would just end. But we are not so lucky, unfortunately, and we'll have to hunt down this last straggler. Maybe this way. And hopefully last. There might just as well be even more opponents hiding somewhere in these ruins that we just haven't spotted at all. Okay, I think that's everyone. Let's see. And the judge has bled out, or rather they changed into some sort of a creature of chaos, which was put down by the priest. Swiftly recover your weapon if you can. And we can see this one. Even with some reaction fire
Suffer not the witch
back
to live.
onto us.
We go to spread his word.
You can see them from here already. What's your chance? 0. Yeah, you probably should try and get at least a little bit closer. And if you kneel, yeah, there's the
Yes, brother.
wall in the way. How about now? Now it's okay. But no line of fire. Maybe just hold out for some reaction fire. Maybe you can snipe him? Nope. How about if you stand up? Well, you can shoot in his general direction, I suppose. Let's bring up this one as well. You need 27, so you can take one more step, maybe. But you would have to, yeah, turn around. So let's just rush forward. We have the sister who might be able to get some shots off from this angle.
There is our enemy.
No joy. And we still have one last person who I'm fairly sure is not going to be able to throw a grenade such a great distance.
Here I go.
Still can't see, so let's just kneel and hope for some reaction fire. We landed a single hit from someone. And it's still not the end. Looks like they were right on top of one of these electro flares. An Arbeit judge that's for some reason already bleeding. That's interesting. And who can see them? You can, but somehow. But you don't have any time units left. You do. Maybe hide again. I guess we can play it a little more cautiously and slowly
A simple task, perhaps.
by moving up just a little bit for now. And then maybe next turn going all in. You are supposed to retrieve your weapon, as it's quite possible that this light bulb pistol is worth more than your life. And we have another one, another enemy that I think went down actually. Yeah, there was a Genestealer, it seems like. That got set down. And finally, the last one. So we've lost 2 of our servitors and 4 other soldiers. The rating is technically still okay because we have disposed of 18 enemies. And we get a bunch of experience, a bunch of loot, which we are going to sell. Most of it, I think. Some regular stabbers, not interested in that. We might leave this one, the Weber pistol, not interested. Grenade launcher from Chaos, so we are indeed going to sell that. Shock moles, I don't think we are going to be using. A melt grenade and a melt bomb as well. And a bunch of corpses and a hefty bounty for us. A single Liberator auto stabber, but no ammunition for it, I think. I guess we can hold on to it for now, and we have almost 400k. But unfortunately, we have lost a bunch of people. The priest got awarded a medal for that one sword kill. We have lost a stormtrooper, Tisha Hester, with 9 kills. The judge, another Tisha, Mauritius, Arbeit Signoris with 6 kills, a Frateris, and our guardsman officer, who was not very capable in combat at shooting, but they were giving us the commands that were giving us some bonuses. So yeah, that was a very unfortunate fight. We can try to intercept this flying craft, and then next episode, I suppose it probably won't crash over land. Hopefully we will get some more soldiers with our requisition. And I think, are we still waiting for more adepts? No, we are not. So we can maybe let's get like 7 more for now. Keep some money in the bank. And hopefully we can finish this requisition. I'm not sure how many Spawn event, Imperial Guard veterans alive, but I have no idea how many are we going to get. Hopefully a lot. Probably not. But then this leads to another requisition of Heavy Guard, Creek Grenadier Kill Team, Ogren Bodyguards, and Guard Pilots. Pilots we don't need as much, but honestly, right now, anybody would be very helpful as we don't even have enough to put into our Valkyrie. We have a few wounded soldiers, but after today's losses, I'm not sure if even we can fill the one Valkyrie that we have full of people. So yeah, that was an unfortunate fight. We have lost a bunch of good soldiers, our officer, our judge, which were basically unique units, only had one of each, but that's how it goes. I think we were very lucky up to this point actually, that we didn't lose soldiers, only got some wounds. And now we are seeing the true difficulty, and it will probably only be an uphill, even more uphill battle from now on.